I literally just got finished posting my last video, and I'm about to do another one. And little Bella is like laying here trying to get rubbed. But this video here is a topic video, which you probably will see in the title before you watch it what the topic is. And this topic is about catfish because it's real. And I mean, I know it's not. I know you guys don't think that it's fake, but it doesn't really hit you how real this crap is until it happens to you. And now, it's never happened to me to this extent like it did this last time, but it's happened and it's been like little petty stuff. So I'm going to tell you about both times. The first time that it happened was maybe like, I want to say like a year or two ago. Not even a year or two. Maybe like 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And I had met this guy, and he was real. He wasn't catfish. And we tried to talk to each other, but he would say he was going to do something, and then he wouldn't do it. And so I'm the type of person that I like consistency. If you're going to do something or you're going to commit to doing something, that's what I expect you to do. And if you don't do that, I look at you a different way. I look at you as someone that I can't depend on. And if I can't depend on you, then we can't be together. Because I need to be able to depend on you, and you need to be able to depend on me. It works both ways. I'm not going to keep putting stuff out there and putting myself out there for you if you're not going to put yourself out there for me. For me, it's always, in a relationship, it's always going to be a two-way street. It will never be a one-way for me. I'm sorry. I'm not going to put all my time into a person or all my action into a person if it's not going to be reciprocated. So every time we were planning to do something, he would bail. There was a time he planned to pick me up from the train station after I got off of work, and I used to work far as hell. I used to catch a train. It used to take me an hour to get home. I used to work far as hell. And he said he would come pick me up from the train station and take me home. I waited at the train station for an hour. Do you know this person never showed up? He never showed up. And that was kind of when I was like, next. I can't do it because I depended on you to take me home. I missed another train that could have got me home to wait for you to pick me up. And you never did. So now I just can't depend on you at all. So I stopped talking to him. And I want to say, I got another boyfriend. Well, he was never my boyfriend. We were just talking. I wound up getting a boyfriend, and we dated for like 6 or 7 months, and then we ended. God, long story about that too, but it doesn't matter. And then I kind of like went back into the dating world and was like, you know, going through different sites, trying to, you know, just meet people. And so I meet this guy, and, you know, I'm the type of person, like, I'll look at a picture and be like, too good to be true. But, you know, people try to sell you, and sometimes they do sell you into believing that they're not lying or they are real. And so, I believed it or whatever. Sorry about that. I need to just go in my bag. My hands are super dry. I believed him, thought he was real, and it turned out that he wasn't. And so we have been talking for a really long time. Like I said, we weren't dating or we weren't together or nothing. I just never seen him. I tried to see him a few times. We tried to meet up. But things got awkwardly weird when a friend of mine called me and was asking me why I was talking to his friend. And I'm like, huh? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't even know who your friend is. And then it comes out that it was the same person who I had tried to date, but it never worked out. And he was now talking to one of my friends who I didn't know that they were talking. And then he was using multiple profiles to talk to other guys and to talk to other people. And I happened to be one of those people he was talking to. So then I immediately was like not talking to him and not dealing with him. And cut that person off, blocked the page, and, you know, left it at that. Because it made it seem like we were all, like I was, like, backstabbing my friend. And that's not what I would never do that to my friends. Like, I would never do that to my friends. And so, like I said, I deleted the pages, I left it alone, I stopped talking to him. But somehow, he literally kept finding me and kept trying to talk to me. And I'm like, you're dating my friend. Like, go away. Like, I will never cross that line. Like, leave me alone. And it got to a point where, like, he literally was stalking me. Like, now he would make pages just to find me, just so that he could talk to me and be like, you know, me and your friend aren't talking anymore, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, but that's still my friend. For me to talk to you, knowing that you dated my friend, that I cannot do that. I'm sorry. But I met you first, and I knew you before I knew him. I don't care. You know him now. You are dating him now. You were dating him. Whatever the circumstances are, you guys were together. That is a line that I will not cross. That is my friend. Regardless of how often me and him talk or how close we are, a friend is a friend is a friend. And I am not going to set that boundary. So, it got creepy. Really creepy. And he would catfish me a lot. Just to get my attention, just to talk to me. And I would always figure it out. And my friend would always call me and be like, he done got you again. Like, because he would just go through his phone. Me and my friend talked about it. And I mean, to this day, they still talk to each other. And I honestly don't know why. But that is my friend's situation. And I respect him for, you know, whatever he decides to do, whether or not I agree. That is his problem. Love my friend dearly. But that was the first time I experienced a serious version of catfish. Other times, like, little and petty, I could just, like, whatever. I knew it was fake. This last time, it was really, really deeper. I had met this guy online, and we just started talking. More so as friends than anything else. It was just someone to talk to. You know, we live completely far apart. He's not even in the same city as me, blah, 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 blah. Well, we really got close. And when I say close, I mean close. And the L word came up a lot after we had been talking for a long time. It's been a year now since I've been talking to him. And so he did in the beginning send me a few pictures, and that was fine. Never once did I question him. Never once did I ask to Skype or Uber or anything. We literally talked every day. So, I mean, I thought about it. I think I might. I'm not going to say never asked. I think I might have asked a few times, but he deflected it. I never thought anything of it. Like, you know, I don't really Skype or Uber a lot anymore because I have an iPhone. I normally just FaceTime, and everyone doesn't have FaceTime, so I just don't think about it. But in the last recent months, the person that I was dealing with told me they had a secret that they were keeping from me. And we have been through a lot in this year, like a lot, you know, found out that he had a girlfriend, but he was keeping a secret from me, and then they broke up, and then he became like this miserable soul, and, you know, I was trying to be there for him in his darkest moments. You know, he was there for me when my grandmother passed away. I was there for him when his great-grandmother passed away. Like, we have been through a lot. fix this camera because the way I'm sitting now is like awkward. We have been through a lot together in a year. And so last night, this is crazy because this literally happened last night. Last night, me and my best friend are sitting in her room, and she watches Catfish all the time. Like, there's something that she records and watch, and geeks about it. Because some of these cases are like really obvious that someone's lying. So we're watching, and the storyline feels like my storyline. And pretty much there was a girl who was talking to this other girl. She created this whole life with this girl, loved this girl. She dropped out of school because of this girl, because the girl told her that she was in the hospital and she was about to head to surgery. She was scared and she wanted her to come. And so it was either the girl had to go try and be there with her friend or take a midterm test. And she chose to go be there for her friend. And this person wound up being fake. I know that didn't happen to me, but I mean, as far as falling in love with a person who you believe to be true, and then they're not who they say they are, that's the sense of my storyline. I have literally fallen in love with this person who I don't know who they are at this point. So last night, I texted him and was like, send me a picture. And he was like, no, I'm ugly. And I was like, what? You're not ugly. Because the picture that I've seen of him, or who he was supposed to be, is a really nice looking guy. He's very nice looking. But I asked him to send a picture. No, first I asked him about his Facebook. Because I know I have Facebook, but he told me he didn't have one. And I remember him telling me, but like I forgot yesterday when I asked him. So he told me again, he reminded me, I don't have a Facebook. So I'm like, oh, well, just send me a picture. Like, I haven't seen you in a while. Just send me a picture. And he's like, no, I'm not sending you a picture, da 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 da. So it just clicked to me, like, you're catfishing me. Like, I know you are. Like, I never questioned you about this before, but I know that's what it is. Well, long and behold, after, like, beating him in his head a few times, like, I know that you're catfishing me. This person admits that they're catfishing me. Then they had the nerve to tell me they were a girl. Lord knows. Sorry to the women who are about to hear what I'm about to say. It's nothing personal. But I repulse women. Women repulse me. Everything about them repulses me. Like, I'm sorry. I don't like girls. So, I mean, I could have been her friend had it had been a girl. Like, we could be friends. I have a best friend who's a female, and we're friends. But as far as dating a female, no. We all know that is never going to happen. But then they tell me, okay, I'm not a female. I was just lying. I just wanted to make a point. And the point was, a few weeks ago, we had this conversation, and I was like, I really care about you, and, no matter what we go through, I'm always going to be there, da-da-da-da, like, I really love you, I really care about you, and they always like, well, that's temporary, da-da-da-da, like, really negative, and I guess this is why, because they were holding in this secret that they weren't who they really were, and they knew that if they told me, they would lose me. And my whole thing was, I kind of felt like that when they first said it, that that's what it was, that they weren't who they said they were. I never expected them to say that they were a female, because they didn't sound like one, but I can't say that because a lot of people get me confused with the male-female thing, because I sound like a woman to most people. So I never took that into effect, that it could be that. I just figured it was another man, just probably not as cute as the picture that he sent, or just had really low self-esteem. Probably could have possibly been cute. But I don't know. I don't know, because they won't tell me who they really are. At this point, they're like, I know you, you're not going to talk to me. They kind of hinted to me that they might possibly be like a tranny, male tranny, or like, what was the other word? I forgot what else they called themselves. Something else. And it's like, Bella, gosh. It's like, give me that opportunity to decide. Like, just be honest with me. But instead of being honest, they want to keep beating around the bush and lie and continue to keep the lie going. So, at this point, it's kind of dead. But you guys really, like, it really has deterred me from dating. Like, I don't even want to date anymore. I don't want to put my time and energy into people because this is literally not the whole catfish thing, but every time I put my time into someone, it always winds up being some shenanigans. Like, it always winds up being some BS. And so, it's really deterring me. And I was talking to my other best friend, my male best friend, about it when I was walking the dog earlier today. And I was telling him, like, it makes me just want to give up. Like, it makes me lose hope in dating because, there's always something and there's always a problem. There's always an issue. And I put myself through not put myself through, but I go through a lot of stress. And I honestly don't need any more. And this right here, this whole dating and all that shit is stressful. And I got enough stress in my life and I don't need it. So I feel like I'm probably going to just not date for a while. I'll probably just stick to myself. Probably go back to doing that because I didn't date for a long time after my last breakup. But yeah, like, you got, like, really be careful with these online datings and people. Just, I don't know. Like, it makes me not even want to go online anymore. People don't talk to me in person because apparently I'm intimidating. I'm a really sweet person. I don't see how I'm intimidating at all. I'm the least bit intimidating. I really don't know how. People say I'm intimidating, but I don't get too many people who are bold enough, I guess, to talk to me because, like I said, I'm intimidating, I guess. And I'm not everyone's cup of tea. Like, I wear weave. I have a really girly personality. So, But yeah, that shit is crazy. Like, cray. What I gotta go through. Like, and the stuff that people do. Like, he literally held on to this all this time knowing that eventually he would have to tell me and I would find out. And then try to turn it all on me. Like, a mess. But really just be careful when you're dating. And when you're online dating, make sure these people that you're dating are legit. Don't waste your time. Here, it's so bad. Don't waste your time on people who aren't real and aren't who they say they are. If they can't send you a picture of them, like, with your name on something, or if they can't FaceTime you or Skype you or Uwu you, or they don't have a Snapchat, Instagram, nothing, Facebook, Twitter, nothing, they're probably not real. They're probably faking it. So, just be careful. This has deterred me from ever, like, dating anyone. I really just, I think I've lost hope. Sad but true. So just be careful, guys. Be careful when you're online dating people and talking to people and getting to know someone. Make sure they're someone real and they're not catfishing you. And then you'll be like me, wasting a year of your time or wasting time getting to know or talking to this person and only to find out that the person that you think they are, they're not. But like I said, I'll try to make more videos. I'll try to bring to you what's going on in my life, even though my life is pretty boring. But I'll see you guys next time.